Oh, I feel like I should mention straight from the hop here. Oh, good 200 experience. We've just been rolling absolutely terrible on our experience gold or silver rolls, gold rolls, whatever, for a while now. Just trash. Just trash. Oh, excuse me. So I guess this is going to be the first thing that we mentioned. Yes, my nose is going insane this morning. Just absolutely insane. Which I would normally say means that there's going to be rain tomorrow. But I don't think it's going to rain tomorrow. The other thing, this is how crazy my nose is right now, right? So I have box of Kleenex number 1. Box of Kleenex number 2 ready to go. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Hopefully we're good to go. So last time I logged off and I said, what gear when I come back? And I decided that I was going to play without you guys over the weekend. So I started fiddling around with gear. I don't know if I love where we're at gear-wise, to be really, really honest. So I went with the Silent Avenger set for the double strike, yada, yada, yada. And I think it's okay. Attack speed feels good. Damage feels okay. Let's see. Electric, fire, acid, cold. They're all the same. Alright, sweet. So it doesn't matter. I'll just go acid then. So anyway, it feels okay then. Like, the damage feels okay. The attack speed feels okay. The double strike feels okay. I know that we could probably be getting a little bit bigger bang out of our buck if we were to be going with the... Well, I don't remember what it's called now. With the caster set from Ravenloft. But there's a couple of things that involves that I kind of decided against here. Let's see if I can just find it super fast. Or a piece of it super fast. Not 41. 10. Thank you. There we go. Here's a piece. Beacon of Magic set. So we could have gone Beacon of Magic set, I think. But first of all, it involves a robe as opposed to a light armor. So we have a little bit less armor class, a little bit less PRR, etc. And 2, it involves the gloves, which is good because these would make a great pair of gloves for us right now, except it would also be breaking our Raven Talons and our Raven set, our Raven's Eye set, by removing our Raven Talons. And for those of you who know me, know that I really do like this set whenever I can kind of cram it into like a melee. So it feels good. So yeah, we're gonna try it like this, see how it works out. If we don't like it, we can always change. Alright. So what else is going on here? I think we're pretty much ready to go. We are level 10. Oh, I guess I should finish the story. So I logged on, thought I would play, spent a bunch of time and energy trying to line things up, kind of wanted to use this trinket, and then realized I still didn't have an intelligence item, so I ended up switching back to this intelligence trinket instead. So this guy, it locked down so I don't accidentally sell it, but it's not what we're going to get used. The other things that we ended up doing that was a little bit interesting is I'm still using a broken ore currently. I don't know how much it will actually use. And I've picked up a Macab quarterstaff. So yeah, hopefully that'll still feel okay. Hopefully this all will still feel okay. Fingers crossed. We don't have a hire. Let's go get a hire. Because we like hires. It's always nice to have a potion. It's their job to drink potions for us. Oh, we should also check spells. Lots of things we should do before we run off into the adventure that I don't always think about taking time to do. Raise dead. Old person. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Let's try it. We're not really casting that many spells, so you can help us out. I'm trying to decide if I want to put in blur now, because we're currently not using blur, permanent blur item. It might actually be better for us to have a permanent or a blur spell now. Let's do it. Everything else seems fine. Not like, oh, but fine. It's fine. So we also currently doing Lich form. Yeah. Alright, so we have level 8. Level 8. Let's see, we've got Shadow Run. We have Thrask Arena, CO6. Stormcleave. We have so many great ones. No, I pretty much say this every time. But let's start with the House Denise quest, and then we'll go from there. Feels simple to me. How are our action points? We have no action points. Everything looks correct. Everything looks fine. Everything looks the way that we have it set. We'll see. We'll see. I know, I could have got my horse on, but I needed an extra minute to run around and find things anyway, so get my bearings. I've not heard the in-game. There we go. So I'm pretty sure I heard it earlier. I would have noticed and restarted, but not paying that close of attention. The other thing that's happening today that some people are going to be a little bit annoyed with. This may be the only stream today. It may also be the only stream for a couple of days. So what does that mean? Well, the wife has this week off. So she's actively getting some stuff together. And she wants to go to the lake. So she's got a appointment this afternoon. I have a doctor's appointment in the morning, but I might try to move up a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. And the other thing, we're going to go to the lake. This is Steve. Okay. So I want to keep an eye on this staff while fighting these rust monsters. Yeah, it looks good. I'm a little bit concerned about what's the word I'm looking for here? Weapon damage. Quarterstaffs are notorious for breaking really easily. So I just want to try to keep it from doing that. Oh, good. Highlight. Make me see nothing but your uncut amethyst. So, the body. To come back for traps, I guess. I hate that. But Yeah, the bad guys get to use tactics as well, I suppose. I guess I'll allow it. I hope he decides. There we go. I was gonna say, I hope he decides to heal himself soon. Alright. Now we can pick up these corpses and disable traps. Why? Little scorpion. Get out of here. I think the trap box is down here somewhere. Here it is. Maybe not our fastest run ever today, but it's alright. It doesn't have to be. We don't have to set any speed records. Big money, big money. Love how positive our little helper is this morning. There'll be quite a bit of bus updates at some point today too. We got a little bit of work done this weekend. Of course, if you're following along on our Instagram, USS Fat Halfling, you will have already gotten an opportunity to see our sweet updates. Hey, what's up, Carnage? Oh, man. I'm also having a case of the Hungries this morning. Which is good. Every time you have a case of the Hungries, that means your body is eating itself just a little bit. And I need my body to eat itself a lot. But yeah, we're working on it. Huh, so weird. I thought one of these guys was a red named over here. Maybe it was this guy. A young dwarf. Another young dwarf. The dwarven model here for these young ladies are well done. Makes you sad. Can't even yell "still warm" and feel good about yourself, no? Like Samus, that's a terrible joke. And it is. That's what makes it great. Sometimes the terrible jokes are the best jokes. Gonna shoot this guy to death, I guess. Oh, our wall of fire failed because we rolled a 5. Oh, lame. We do have a little bit of spell failure to contend with wearing this armor. Certainly not ideal, but not really that big of a deal. Except for when we lose like a wall of fire, that was a big deal. There's a lot of mana that got wasted. Is what it is, I guess. I don't think it's enough to make me change my plan at the moment, gear-wise. I'm not seeing... We got 3 bodies left. I'm not seeing bodies anywhere. I get another 2 on Wall of Fire. Yeah. Now I'm starting to get a little bit fatigued. There's 1. There's probably 1 in here as well. There's probably 1 in the back hallway. It tends to be the way I believe. Looks like there's not 1 in here, except the drow now. This is why I like having spot. I don't remember where everything is. Like, certain things that have caught me a couple of times, they might stand out in the vicinity, you know, but for the most part, it's still just nice to run around with your spot and let it kind of do its work. Alright, now I'm double starting to panic. I don't think there can be 2 bodies in this last room. I suppose there could be. But I have the feeling this means I missed something somewhere. Oh, there are 2 bodies in this room. Excuse me, nice. Not nice for their bodies, but nice I didn't miss anything. I always feel like I end up missing something in this room. Or in this, like a corpse. I always feel like I end up missing a corpse somewhere. Alright, what do we got? Anything interesting? Not particularly, huh? Okay. That trophy sure was impressive. Tell me more. Let's go. Have messages coming in that I should be paying closer attention to, but I'm just not that worried about it. Also, you notice things I was not that worried about. Me casting haste and displacement. The 2 spells that I'm most... No! Gravity! Okay. I was gonna go clean up the kobolds, but it's fine. I guess we'll go through this way. The 2 spells that I was most worried about not using very well. Turns out I'm not using them very well. This is fine. We'll go this way. Not the end of the world for sure. Also, I only have 3 sprint boosts. That's really sad. I guess every build's got its strengths and weaknesses, right? Although every build now can have sprint boosts. It's just how much do you want to invest? I don't think I have the points to branch over into that area. Over into the tree, whatever it's called. Let's see. Speaking of things, I don't know when Maybar's scheduled to start. I would imagine kind of soonish. Probably next week. Maybe the week after at the latest. Hopefully not this week. But if I'm really fair, I'm not a guy who's going to sit there and really go crazy on the Mavar stuff. So. I know people are like, Sam, why are you bothered to have a hireling if you're doing it all? Well, part of it is a little bit of a safety net, because things can go a little crazy. But also, there's going to be lots of places where I'm not going to want to do my own healing, and that is where the heat's going to really step up. Do we care? I think we'll check this named chest here. Worst case scenario, it's Sentient XP, which is basically what it is. I don't see him, so we can just leave. I'm not worried about 4 monsters playing with our Dungeon Alert. Good morning, Thakar. How you doing today? Oh man, I would really like it if there was some sort of way that you could tell the spell to automatically renew up until like a certain amount of mana, perhaps, like above 500 or some sort of value, so it automatically renews. Oh, that's alright. I'm just screwing around today. So I'm just, I don't know, I'm trying to, I don't know, I'm like thinking about 1,000 things. Being really efficient or whatever is not. If people really want to join me today, they can, but otherwise, like I said, I'm just kind of moving through things at a Sam's pace, whatever that happens to be. Like I said, I almost, if I would have had the, I don't know about energy is the right word, but if I would have, so like a couple of times over the weekend, I actually logged on. I shouldn't say a couple of times. Mostly Sunday. Sunday I logged on twice. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'll play a little bit. I'll get a little bit of time in. A little off air. Relax. I won't have to say anything. I can just quietly play and just relax. And like I said, I spent about an hour and a half trying to figure out my gear the way I wanted it, and I didn't gain an experience point. I didn't do anything except attack training dummies. Now granted, I was doing this, I was also, I don't know, watching something else. And then I was just about done, just about ready to get started, and the wife sent me a message. She's like, hey, you want to watch a movie? I'm like, sure, I could watch a movie. I could watch a movie. So we've watched the last Star Wars movie, the Rise of Skywalker or whatever. I will say it was the best of the 3 J.J. Abrams films. And some of the complaints that I had about the Rey character in particular were loosened up, I think, a little bit for this movie. I still would not put it very high in my camps. Movie was like a 4. It was bad enough the wife went, this movie is too long.
It was so long.
At least
But it
twice.
Was, I mean, it was just as good as any other Star Wars movie I've watched, I guess.
So what's up? Just getting ready for tomorrow.
We're not gonna get the Force finished though.
See what happens.
I'm gonna go with Force.
Go with whatever we got. Don't worry about it.
Alright, should I go ahead and just pay for it online? I don't know, it kind of stresses me out a little bit.
Whatever is the least amount of stressing out for you.
I don't know. Like all the campsites seem to be available.
Okay.
Should I just reserve it?
Whatever makes Tanya's life that much easier.
Well, we're for sure gonna go tomorrow.
I just told people that we probably wouldn't be around. So, it's your call.
Well, I wanna go.
Well, then we'll go.
The thing about not reserving, then we could, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter what campsite. It's in Vista Park, but we can. So, I mean, we can just go back to that area. It's probably fine, right?
Any place is fine.
Or do we want to look around and pick up the campsite?
Anything
And then I guess
is fine.
if you don't do it online, then what? You just stop at the office when you leave and pay? I mean, I don't know.
I don't either.
There's nothing. There's no instructions whatsoever online there. I mean, just from being there, like nobody even asked. They were just the only person who even said anything was that one woman who was basically watching the gate to see if you had a pass to get in. The other side, they weren't even. And the woman, like, I went up to that window. She's like, "What is it?" I'm like, "Well." I mean, she did ask if I had a pass. I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "All right." She didn't even ask me how to reserve. Well, maybe I told her. I don't know. Alright. That's fine. We can just stop at the office and run and leave and
Okay.
or it's easy. Or whatever. I don't know.
Sounds good. Okay.
Well, then we'll probably just go back to the same place. Alright.
Sounds strong.
Okay. So my eye doctor appointment is at 4.
Okay.
So it's really inconvenient, but obviously I assumed I would be working. It was the day this appointment a year ago. Just trying to make it after work.
It's fine. Okay, so the only other thing, if you want to do something, you could pick up like some milk crates to help stack things up inside the bus or inside the refrigerator to make things a little bit easier.
Milk. That would make it easier.
I think so, don't you? Something that's plastic, won't have a problem, doesn't get cold or brittle or whatever, and can sit inside the refrigerator.
Wait, 2? 1, 2.
Probably a couple.
Awesome. I have to stop at the store. I don't even know what to eat up there. I'm only going for just want to stick 2 night if I want to.
You stay however long you decide you want to.
Yeah, I just don't know.
I know.
There's still provisions that need to be picked up, so I'm gonna try to get Walmart. I don't know when to order some Jimmy John's, so we get that. Some delivery and something. So after that, should have time to go Walmart.
Alright, sounds good.
I love you.
Love you too. Alright, bye. So I don't know if it's everybody or just my wife, but she like agonizes over these little bitty decisions that don't really matter that much in the grand scheme. So like, as near as we can tell, there's basically nothing booked at the lake right now. Right? So as near as I can tell, the additional booking situation is just a matter of if you want to guarantee to reserve your spot. Right? Well, again, as near as I can tell, there's literally like next to nothing booked there at the moment at the lake that we're going to be staying at. Is it tomorrow? And she's like, well, should we reserve a space, or do we want to look around and try to find a space? Whichever you want. You can pick a space if you want to, or we can go see if we can find a spot. Oh, well, I don't know. I don't either. I'm fine either way. Fine with whatever you decide. Normally I go this way if I'm going to pick up these other containers, but I think instead I'm just going to make these guys dead. I don't think I actually care to pick up the containers. So that, if you caught it and you were trying to figure out what that discussion was about, that's what it is. Whether she wants to reserve a spot or look around and find a place that's a little bit more to what we're looking for at the moment. Like right this minute, we've basically stayed at the same spot, and we liked it. It's a primitive camp spot, so there's no power, no anything like that. And again, like I said, we liked it because it's not super isolated, but relatively isolated. Its real weakness is that there's a toilet facility kind of close. But it's not a very nice toilet facility. So, people basically go to it, I think, once, and then go, oh, well, we're not going back there again. So again, it kind of makes it a little bit nice in case there is a bathroom emergency. Whoa, lots of reapers. In case there is a bathroom emergency that makes us want to not use the bus facilities as they are. Let me see what our DPS is like here. This guy's usually a medium DPS test for... Oh yeah, see, we're not doing anything except for the acid damage. Which will eventually get him. Like, we will, I think, eventually pound him down through this. Can we try to bluff him? No. think we're gonna have him knocked out before. Maybe. I was gonna say I think we'll have him knocked out before our haste and stuff wears off, but I actually think that's gonna be untrue. Not before, just after. Just after. That's gonna sprint boost, but we can't. My eyes are sore today. I don't know what's up. Let's see. Excuse me. So what's the other thing that's going on this week? Or over this weekend? Oh, bus updates. Working really hard on the bus this weekend. We got the polyurethane up on all the cabinets. They look beautiful. And then we also actually started to install the floor, which is one of the things that I'm most excited about. Having that nice finished floor, so I can walk around in my house barefoot and not be afraid of getting a massive splinter is pretty awesome. So I'm in the middle of that. Middle may not be the right word. I'm in the first third. There we go. If we divide it into maybe thirds, maybe quarter, maybe 1/5. We've started. It looks pretty good. I am hard gluing it down because it'll be traveling, so not floating. Hopefully everything will look real nice, be real nice. I have some pictures over on my Instagram. I'll pull them up in a moment. While we're running along here. And we're recalling. Alright, here's my web browser here. So this is us starting to get the wood going. This is oak treated with the poly. The wife is in the middle of actually getting things going. Oh, also, if you guys haven't seen the countertops, here's the countertops. I don't know. Kind of excited just to have them in general. Seems real nice. And then this is them with one coat. The wife was really impressed by how red this red oak turned in certain spaces and how light it was in others. So anyway, we got those in, and then of course here's me beginning to get the floor down and glued in. It actually, this took, just from here to here, took about an hour. Cutting the board so you actually have like a staggered face and whatnot. So it's kind of interesting. From here to here will probably not take that long. I will have to get some. We will have to do some cutting, so things like fit. But I think it'll work out pretty quickly once we get going. I just need to get back going on it again this morning. After the stream, we'll get started again. Basically, get something to eat and get back to work. See what we can get done. If I can get most of the floor done today, be a big game. Alright, how much time do we have on these resistances? That is always the question. We have 24 minutes. Instead of starting CO6, let's just come up here. I think this quest is a little late. come up here. We'll do a spies in the house instead. Should not take that long. It just dawned on me that fighting those elementals in the other room is going to be a little bit of a fun time here. But on the flip side, we don't drown, so that's nice. I don't know, I could really see this kind of build being my, I don't want to say forever build, but like my forever build. Might take a break, set a cap for a little bit. It does a lot of the things that I actually really like. You know, I still think I can get away with reasonable defense or offensive spell casting. A little bit of melee action to follow things up. Certainly not locked into a particular thing. We have evasion. We still have our flex slots. We'll see. We'll have to see how it goes. We have a few more lives to polish up first, to be really honest. I don't really need to be worried about what's the forever build just yet. Plus, we still need to knock out one more, this human life, one more human life, and then technically, I didn't realize it until the other day, but technically I still have 2 more alchemist lives to knock out for my triple completionist again. So we do have plenty of things to get done, actually. Far more than I thought. I thought we were pretty close to the end, but we're not. You'll see the boys are ready for you to mud the walls. Alright, my friend. Have a good afternoon. I don't know. I'm just trying to... It's weird. It's a weird feeling to be in the mood to just hang out by yourself on the stream. Yeah, you know what? It'd be really nice to just chillax this morning and not have to worry about anything else. Huh, I thought the trap box for these spikes were like over here somewhere. They're way over here. Aha, found you. Alright. I know there's a trap box over here as well. So many traps, actually. Quite a bit. So many. Alright, well, we'll just get thrown around the room. That's fine. I don't care. It'll teach me. It'll teach me to not get thrown around the room like a rag doll. Anyway, back to the Star Wars movie here. I said it was the best of the ones that they made recently. I haven't got to watch Solo yet. I'm really hoping Solo is a good one. But yeah, I was not impressed. I know a lot of people are going to tell me that I'm wrong. It was the best thing ever, but the whole new trilogy, I was just not that impressed with. For a franchise that literally has one of the single best movies in it of all time, right? Empire Strikes Back is in that top 100 for sure. It just doesn't seem that good to me. Now, one of the things I will say that I noticed that I thought was kind of cool was on the planet that they were the end scenario was on, the end, the final chapter. They gave a shot of it. In the battle, and it was very much the cloner planet from the second movie, which of course would be the fifth movie in our release order. But Attack of the Clones, what was that one called? I don't remember the names of the movies. Yeah, I thought that was a nice tie back. The cloner. It may not have been that particular planet, but it certainly was their architecture. So I thought that was kind of a nice throwback there. You're safe. Run. Look at this. Still not all the traps yet. Maybe Halt Undead would have been good right there. I mean, don't get me wrong, anytime you can cast Halt Undead someplace where there's undead to be halted, it's pretty good. Oh, excuse me. Oh, wait. There's a trap box down here first. I think it's on here or over here. Nope, over here today. Wow, okay. I don't think I have a brimmed hat down here within arm's reach. Yeah, I don't know. I have this love-hate relationship with my weekends. So Friday, Saturday, and into Sunday, right? I don't follow the intermittent fasting rules. Basically, that just means I can eat when I want to. So if things are a little late or whatever, it's not a big deal. And I try to sleep in a little bit later on the weekends. So it's... excuse me. And since, you know, I sleep in a little bit later on the weekends, it means I eat a little bit later, etc., etc. Plus, I'm usually a little busier on the weekends, you know. It's a lot easier to run your schedule. I don't think I'm going to shrine. I think we're okay. It's a lot easier to run your schedule when your day is to sit in front of the computer and play video games, you know, for the day, as opposed to, you know, out working on the bus and stuff like that. It's a lot easier to have a more planned and scheduled day, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I end up typically going from reasonably fed to, man, I'm really hungry, and that's what's going on today, as I'm hitting that, man, I'm really hungry day. But we're going to rock out the stream, and then we're going to make something to eat, and it's going to be just fine. I actually picked up a couple of really nice steaks. I thought about saving them all for the trip, but may not make it. You've heard that just thinking about eating can help you be less hungry? Usually I just become distracted by whatever it is that I'm doing. I think it's probably because my head is also hurting really badly. Like, everything's kind of piling up today. It's definitely the day before the going to see the doctor. My head is really bothering me. My neck is very bothering me. I'm super tired still. I just have not slept particularly well all weekend long either. Heck, even through to the middle of last week, right? I've just been tired and run down. So, we'll be okay. We'll get there. I thought it was going to be a situation where a hireling was going to get some jobs, get some work done by pulling that lever. Looks like we're in a reasonable shape still. Alright, so I want to make sure that we have our auras ticking. Not that it's really that big of a deal, but I just like to make sure that it's going. And are we going to catch anything? We are not. Okay. I really hate this particular jump. I don't know why it's so poorly, like, done. That's a pretty good sizable jolt there. So this was the room that I was talking about that could have been problematic. Mostly because we don't really have a great way to kill elementals at range. I think look at that. That was a big tick. 150 some damage. Again, not the end of the world difficult or anything, but that's a big tick. 150 can kill a lot of people. Okay, don't dally in this room. This room is a bit of a trap. Just have to leave. We have the trap bonus, so we're good to go. We don't need the shrine. We have plenty of mana to get there to end, I think. And we're not breaking things, so we can just get out of here. I always just pick one. I don't know if there's an actual way to tell what the solution is on that one. I will say, if you are trying to complete this with breakables, I believe that you can break some breakables through this gate right here with like a sonic blast or whatever. But I don't know. It's random. Yeah. I feel like I should be able to read the I always lie or I never lie and figure out which is which. Anything. They lie, i.e. it's random. Pseudo random anyway. None of these are any good, right? Oh, here's a silver buckler, I guess. For all the times you need a silver buckler. Okay. Let's go renew our ship buffs, then we'll start CO6. We have action point. We have 2. Wow. Double ranked up today. Already. So I really want to start knocking points into Eldritch Knight in the hopes that we can get up here pretty soon. We're not using shields. I do like Wand and Scroll Mastery in general, but we're not really that kind of build right now. This could be good. Synergetic Might. But then we also have to have this. That's okay, because this will also be boosting our intelligence. I think I should just err on the side of caution and take this all the time. I don't know, 20 to melee power seems pretty good. Alright, Imbue the Blade is what we've been waiting for. That's going to fix our spell failure problems. Should go grab a brimmed hat. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Remington's home. Alright. Oh, look at this. House K favor. I can be a veteran status. Yeah, nice. Look at that. Look at all these rewards. So many values. Well, actually, don't think we have a couple of these. Okay, have fun.
My only hope is that because it's Monday.
Consider grabbing some more of the pork rind type things.
Which one did you like? Spicy one?
The spicy ones are good. They're all fine though.
That pork rinds?
I don't remember if they're the cracked ones or the pork rinds. There's still bags up there. One bag up
Which
there.
one do you want?
Either one. Just grab some.
Okay.
Oh, there's the pitter patter of Remington feet. Thank you. Yep. I feel like I'm in the process or nearly ready to just turn the light off this morning already. Probably because I spent all that time crawling around, trying to poly, blah 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 blah, trying to poly everything and crawling around, getting everything cut and jammed into place, and all that stuff makes adjust your neck just a little bit. For most people, it's not a big deal. The neck just kind of goes back where it's supposed to, and doesn't trigger migraines. But for me, my C1 and C2 are out of place, and they like to cause problems with my spinal cord, triggering my migraines real bads. Alright, so we're gonna fire off CO6 here. I like CO6. It's one of my favorite quest chains, to be really honest. It's quick. I find them to be fun. There's a variety, even though you have a little bit of quest. Like, you repeat the maps, but they're still not. It's not like repeat the map 47 times, like say Splinter Skull. Looks like he is in fact. Actually, do we even do the other half? We actually may have to do part 2 or 3 and 4 of Grey Moon Waning actually too. I don't remember doing that this life. I remember doing part 1. Yeah, I do. It's fine. Anyway, quick and easy R1s. Just gives a little bit of Reaper experience. Again, we're at 56 some Reaper. It's unlikely that we're going to get a Reaper point anytime soon doing heroics again. So realistically, it's not really a thing that we're concerned about. It's really just more about getting that extra bonus heroic experience and then just keeping the game fun by having a little bit more challenge than just elite. But really, it's about that bonus experience points. I don't think I'm going to go check that optional area. We could, but I just don't feel like it's actually necessary. See, did anything else interesting happen this weekend that I can think of at all? Not. So I worked on the bus a lot. That's pretty much it. It was a really quiet weekend, actually, at the house. Just kind of was working really hard to get things in place in case this opportunity arose to help a friend out with a little house sitting, but it doesn't look like that's going to be necessary too much longer. Looks like that may have already resolved itself, so we'll find out later. Tayrun, I think I said that. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the USS Fat Halfling. You're having a great day. Oops, missed the ladder. That barrel had to. Whoop. It lagged. Ugh. There we go. Such a ladder. Moving vertically in DDO is hard. I'm not sure why. Like, what is it about DDO that up and down is much more difficult than like side to side? You know, I really don't. I don't understand why, from a programming point of view, it would be any more difficult than any other movement. Alright, I'm gonna put her right here. We're just, or him. I'm just gonna ride and detour back. Make things a little quicker here. So, for those of you who don't know how DDoR works in particular, is it teleports you to wherever you entered the zone, right? So since I exited this quest and entered this zone here, I can DDoR back right here. Greymoon, yeah, I was going to head off to CO6 because it's level 8, but I actually did not finish Greymoon. So we have to do the last couple of quests here in Greymoon before we head off to CO6. Shouldn't be too much longer. Just another couple of minutes here. We can get back on track. Come on. Yeah, I know you all want to come smash. I also know that I should probably stop and pick up chests and disarm the traps, but I just
Don't think we're going to get enough of a trap bonus to bother anyway. The only reason I bother to disable the other one is because occasionally you still make a mistake and get tagged on the way back across. I just would rather err on the side of caution. No, I don't have an elemental bloom, unfortunately. I'm not super comfortable in Temple of Elemental Evil. And the only time I've been in there where I've actually seen an elemental bloom drop was on the hardcore server. I was in there in that quest with Beef, and Beef's like, I think this is good enough. I need one on the hardcore, on the live server. So I was like, of course, my guy. Quest isn't too hard. It's not probably a matter of, in my mind, a matter of difficulty. It's a matter of knowing it. If I knew it, at least a little bit, I would get started, right? The problem is that it's a quest that I haven't taken the time to teach myself, nor have I taken the time to like watch somebody else's training videos or see if I could find like walkthroughs or anything. So because I haven't worked on it, it feels very overwhelming to try to go in and do such a quest by myself with this and that and that and this, and you know what I mean? Where if there was somebody who already knew it reasonably well and could show me a couple of times through it, then I would be more inclined to go knock it out. Plus, like I said, we did it on the hardcore server season 1 and season 2, and I'm pretty sure somebody died in that quest every single time. So I skipped it in season 3, and I shouldn't have. Again, I don't know how. I don't know how hard it really is. I know that there was a situation where we like walked around this corner and a ballista hit somebody and killed him. And I also know there was a situation where the infight forehand got held and murdered with an earth elemental, I believe. Got grabbed by the earth elemental and then just sploot. So like clearly it's can be problematic. I have not fiddled with it enough to know it. It is definitely on my list of things to like learn though, right? I'm hoping to get some sort of basic guide for the first couple of times to kind of go through it. Besides, right now we're using the Macabre quarterstaff, which actually feels pretty good so far. But I like vampirism-esque effects, so. I'm willing to take a little less damage for a little bit more vampirism. So this is one of the... A lot of CO6 is one of the few areas of the game where I tend to, for TRing, I tend to go ahead and step things up. I can do R4 on most of the quests, but yeah. So normally I do them at level. I normally do all 4 parts of CO6 at the same time, or sorry, Grey Moon at the same time. But I had a reason. I don't remember what the reason was. I think we were trying to play catch up on experience. I felt like we were consistently behind on experience until the end. Until now, basically. So I'd already done part 1 and 2. I thought I already done 3 and 4 because I usually do. So now we did it to play catch up here, or to flag for this part. So my general rule of thumb is I like to do the quests 2 levels above. So if I'm or whatever it is on Elite. So because I'm level 10, I'm trying to focus on level 8s, which is why we're here. Oh. I don't know if this is gonna be enough. There we go. So we're gonna need what's his name to throw some heals. Also, we got a second good key pull. That is lovely. Always start by going this direction first, in case the jailer is in this room. Then you can just run through the quest. If not, all you did was clean out the pathway so you can come back by later. CO6 is such a good quest. Don't get me wrong, you could definitely get murdered by the wrong Scorching Ray mob, but for the most part, it's typically not bad. We just missed that guy altogether. I think we did. Wow, it took a big hit there. Oh man, I just want my eyes to be closed. It might be one of those days where things get really, really weird. Alright, last room. Oh, no, I messed up. I'm dumb. Made a mistake. Much dishonor to my family. I always forget this guy at the beginning for some reason. I'm not really sure why I forget him, but it really does seem like I forget him every time. This guy right here. So that should have been my last one. I need to remember to check this to make sure that we're even. So anyway, not too bad. 602 Reaper experience for 5 minutes. Not the worst. Not the best, not the worst. Okay, we'll go back in again. If we just keep pumping ourselves up with caffeine, we'll be okay, right? Isn't that how things work? There's a thread here on my Twitter feed that popped up, and I don't know if this is something we should honestly be discussing this time of day. Typically not, probably, but it starts off with it's not hard to not be a hoe, but everybody loves hoes. I know. Wow. This guy really hit us hard. There's a... I don't know if it was a TikTok or something. I saw a thing. And every time I see the word hoe... oh no, it was an ad. It was an ad for Alexa, I think. Anyway, there was a challenge, an Alexa challenge, I don't know, something. And basically, I guess one of the things that Alexa will do now, if you say, pick a song for me or something, you can give it a command to get a song for you, right? And these two girls were doing this, and the girl in the foreground who was talking to the Alexa machine, it's like, Alexa, play a song for me or about me or something, and it starts off with that song, You're a Hoe. I was just like, oh. So now every time I even read the word hoe, I think of that. You're a hoe. But what's so funny about it was the friend, like, falling down laughing, just like falling over with the how funny it was. It's like, she got you right. She's got you figured out. Oh, it was so great. Oh, lots of damage. Oh, wrecked. Can we, nope. I was going to say, can we get our guy saved in time? We cannot. It's alright. Not a big deal. We have our Gibber's Blade. We shouldn't be able to knock out both of these things and then raise our guy, yeah, pretty quickly. The biggest problem is that we lost our ship resistances, so we'll probably have to go back and get those. It's going to make a lot of this stuff hurt much worse. I guess that's the downside of this, of the Favored Soul here, is that he's going to be a little bit behind on the healing hits. Like, we can't force him to be able to heal bigger chunks. Not the end of the world, but... And of course, we're just waiting to get killed over here. Alright, we resable yet? Alright, looks like we're good. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back here until we're near the end of our time. We're going to pop our guy back. And we're going to go ahead and run back to the... Hopefully within range of our oh, no, I reset. Too far. Thought I was good. Alright, are we ready to come back to life now? I think so. Oh, mistakes you were made. Let's get this guy on his healing us up mode here. Alright, things look fine now. These deaths are definitely going to slow us down quite a bit, actually. But again, that's fine. I'm not in a hurry. Wow, we're going to get kicked. Roped again. Could do some ninja skills here. AK run backwards and cast fireball and troll face. Start healing. Come on, I'm wounded. There we go. Wow, okay. Well, we could be dead again. And by could, I mean probably. Alright, let's make some moves here. Actually, we want to be close enough that when this guy does jump back at us here, we can... Nice. Alright, perfect. Ooh, that could have went poorly. I was honestly not expecting that. we are a little squishier than I thought. Although we did take, what, 250 points of damage from a light spell. Because we're in our undead form and we haven't had the ability to take that out yet, the light vulnerability. So not the end of the world, but it would be okay to not have to worry about it quite so much. Alright, so we definitely took some extra time getting murdered there. 584 Reaper experience. Again, not too bad, but it could be a little smoother. Uh-oh. The wife's shopping, and I don't know if I showed this. I have a picture of this anywhere. Oh, here we go. This will work. Alright, so for those of you following along on the bus adventure, right, it's a little difficult to tell what's going on here, but you might notice that this the refrigerator is high, much higher than it has been previously. See, like, here's a picture of it before we started roughing everything in and whatnot. And I actually put this on a piece of plywood with caster wheels. So basically what I ended up doing is I ended up building a box for this to sit on. And now you can see that this is the box, and it's just a big open box. And she wants to know what the inside hole area is in there, so she could probably get some container. Yeah, looks like that's what she's doing. So so again, I know it's hard to tell because of what's going on here. I'll try to take a better picture, but yeah, that box is up. The refrigerator's up. See, here's another shot. You can kind of see what's going on. Refrigerator's up on this box, and like I said, that box is like 10 inches tall. So, which is important because we're putting in the plywood or the finished floor, which will take up a little bit more room around it. So, I don't know. Thought she was at Walmart. I don't know if she's gonna find baskets to put in there or not. She probably will. She's a resourceful lady. Do we go back and pick up resistances, or we just say, damn, the torpedo's full speed ahead? I honestly don't think it matters. I think we can just keep going. I mean, we're going to get hit really hard and die. We're going to get hit really hard and die. Although Scorching Ray, 30 off of Scorching Ray each time is a big deal. Yeah, let's do it. We want a new healer anyway. I don't love this guy, to be honest. He has slightly bigger heals, I think. Also, what's the point to have it if you're not going to take advantage of it? You might as well get rid of it. You might as well stop selling them. Right? Get rid of the resistance shrines if you're not even going to use them. That's funny because they did get rid of it. I have to explain my jokes to you people. Makes me sad in pants. didn't hear this go bonk. And there's like a serious campaign going on here in Kansas. Like they're really fighting over votes. I don't know if you guys probably don't get the sheer number of campaign ads for Kansas like I'm getting, obviously. But man, it's non-stop bickering. Whether they're Facebook ads, whether they're YouTube ads, just non-stop. I can't even. Let me back. Oh, that person has not been moved. Sorry, I'm very distracted with everything going on. Also, it looks like Voodoo has started streaming, so probably steal all my viewers. People don't know about the multi-twitch.tv thing, so they can watch both viewers or both streams at the same time. If you are somebody who does not know about that and is interested in watching both streams or multiple streams, you can just go to multitwitch.tv/ the individual username, so like Samus Garobo / Voodoo. Voodoo Spice, whatever it is, I forget now. I think it's Voodoo. It's probably Voodoo Spice actually. And then it'll literally put it up on 2 boxes on your screen. You can mute one or the other. You can switch between the chat boxes back and forth. It's a really great tool to support multiple streamers at the same time. Which I obviously recommend. Look at all the monsters. They're so mad at us. They're so mad. Right, again, these first couple are pretty quick and easy to do on much higher Reapers, so. I like how they're facing the wall. And they're clearly shouting, right? Drive the unbelievers from our temple. That's That's typically something you say a little loud. And the guys are still like, what? This wall stance is amazing. Put out my web. Big bully. Alright, if you guys have never seen the way I do this quest, I think I figured out a very efficient path. Pretty much always go this way now. Yeah, it just kind of seems correct. Nothing. Wow, sadness. Alright, so I like to pull this lever, run away, start smashing. And then I think you can walk out the front door of the previous, if you were to D-door, but this is probably just as good. Breaking. Trudeau, cabinet minister, attended arranged marriage where a young woman was auctioned to the highest bidder. That seems like an extremely long way around to kind of put some anger down at somebody. It's a weird news claim. Oh wait, no. We have to go back in the front door still. No. I was correct the first time. This is the backdoor quest. There are 2 backdoor quests. And then we start going back through the front door again, I think. No, that's... honestly don't remember. I think so. Today is definitely a day where things are getting melty here. Wow, and a Fear Reaper. No wonder they found this. Normally I've found that if you walk perfectly straight through straight through the middle of that, you ouch. You don't get clobbered. Turn these things on. A bad feeling here. We're gonna get love tapped in the face. I feel like we should at least have a plan. Nope, didn't get tripped. I should use this map, actually. Now that I think about it, there's I'll be DMing the upcoming sessions of our playgroup pretty soon, and the first session should be hopefully in the next not too much longer, within the next month or so. And oh my gosh, wow, just getting whamped by that Plague Reaper. And I need for the first bit of my storyline here, I need a facility. I think this would be a reasonable facility here. Wow, I can't. Also, we took a big chunk of damage, didn't we? Those Reapers, man, those Reapers are really what's doing it. Everything else is fine. But we get hit by those Reapers for 150 a couple of times, and that's all it takes. That time we only hit for 80 something. Only 80 something. Come on. Finish it up. Just don't lollygaggle about. Let's go. Get those hit points in there. Another Plague Reaper. Like, this is what's been killing him. These Plague Reapers. Nothing else seems to be getting the job done. You know what I gotta say about that Plague Reaper? You're ho. Nope, no, 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 no. Nope. Okay. Yep. Again, just getting whacked by Plague Reapers. Plague Reaper hit you for 155 points of bludgeoning damage. Reaper hit you for 110 points of bludgeoning damage. This feels like we're definitely taking beatings there. Let's get filled back up again. We'll take another shot at that Plague Reaper. This is funny. I have to double check my my list here. Did I put this in here? I did not. But looks like StreamTom just put up a video talking about a caster druid as primarily as a wolf, which is what I literally just did. I literally just did a primarily wolf caster druid. I had a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. Doesn't mean it's great. Does mean it's fun. Alright, let's take another crack at you, sir. Wow, we're gonna get got again. Wow. Wow. What a beating. That is a beating. I guess it goes to show you, even the worst players sometimes get killed lots and lots of times. People are going to be like, did he just say the worst? That's right. The worst. All these death penalties, too. I'm just getting wrecked. Just crushed. Take and pull it underneath the stairs. How much of my poor play is coming from the fact that I'm just really hurting more than I want to admit right this minute. It's almost 1. I think we'll try to finish up CO6 and then we'll probably call it an early morning. Although it's, I know it's weird, but stuff going on here. Alright, so right here, I have found that if you can kind of shoot the middle, the methods don't typically pop out at you until you have enough time to basically get out. See, look there. There they are. We're definitely going to have plenty of time to get out. I was starting to worry there for a minute, I was not going to lie. But good enough. Alright, and now the rest of these I'll probably turn back down to Reaper 1 again. That, although we do have trapping skills, so maybe we would still be fine. I don't know. So I usually turn the next one down. Probably not actually necessary now that I think about it. If you don't have trapping skills, you definitely want to turn it down. This is weird. You know, weird. Did Cast fire off this weekend? I didn't see any messages. Alright, let's turn it down just a little bit. We'll just turn it down to 3 skulls. We're gonna stick her in this corner. Kind of whatever I can get kind of stuck together is what I'm kind of about here. Oh yeah, that's not bad. That was a little expensive, but not too bad. We've had worse quests for sure. Heck, the last quest we just did was, I think, a little bit strong, or a little bit more painful than that. Ooh, also, is that another lost soul over there? It is nice, delicious. Shh, don't tell anybody we're here. Get the element of surprise that way. They don't know it. We can do whatever we want. Oh good, another Plague Reaper. That's the thing. Probably gonna get got. Oh wait, we don't have that prepared. I keep forgetting. So no, he's gonna finish us off. He's gonna kill her. That was unfortunate. I think if we could have got a heal there, we could have finished off this guy, no problem. I do love the, let's try to avoid that next time. No. Let's just go ahead and get wrecked, Faden. Let's just get wrecked next time. Is that cool? You like getting wrecked? No, I don't like getting wrecked. Oh, how can you not love being wrecked? Getting this thing to like stun has been. There we go, got him. That was like our opus. Successfully getting that guy stunned. Yeah, the beats are real today. We're just gonna scoot. Oh, why are you running around? Man, so much of this damage we've taken could have been prevented with ship buffs, specifically the resistances, had we not just gotten to completely crushed. But look at the difference between mobs that, you know, are susceptible to all the shenanigans as opposed to methods and fire methods in particular and yada yada yada. We're gonna have a little bit of an alert here, but that's okay. As long as we win. Anyway. And of course winning is getting that collectible after we finish the quest. That seems fine. Not great. Not like time efficient or anything, but fine. I didn't look at the time though, to be honest. But that was 613 Reaper. Again, they're quick. They're pretty good. I think if you had a full group, you could really step up the Reaper on these and really get some good Reaper experience out of them. Again, that was what, R3 solo. Wasn't too bad. You do have to keep in mind that those Reapers can just basically kill you out of nowhere if you're not careful. Which I've been trying to be careful and they're still just killing me out of nowhere, so. Apparently even I am not being careful enough in this situation. Which is unsurprising. I tend to play with a little bit of caution to the wind. He's like, get out of here, caution. Ain't nobody like you. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I think just for purposes of getting things done at a reasonable pace here, we're gonna do that on one skull, I think. Alright, so I do this quest a little bit differently, I think, than some people do. Not infinitely differently, just a little bit differently. You can't be doing things too much. Like, there's not wiggle room for too much variety. So the first thing that I don't do anymore is I used to actually write down the key every time. And then actually like solve the little puzzle. So basically you have these color-coded lights, and then on the other side you have rune wheel runes. So I used to solve it every time. Now I just use Grimm's DDO Puzzles app. I find it to be really great. You can use it pretty much anywhere. Cell phones, Windows 10 machine. And for me personally, it is a lifesaver, I tell you what. It lets me easily look things up without having to worry about it too much. So, why hopefully our cleric is healing us up, we'll kind of navigate through this really fast. So basically, you pull this up on your phone or whatever, hit the rune wheels, hit Sorrowdusk, bam, right there, easy peasy. Super, super well designed, I think, in a lot of aspects. And every time I see something that's not ideal, I tweet her. I say, hey, you should try XYZ instead. And usually there'll be a discussion as to why. And yeah, then it gets changed. So like for example, something that would be good here would be to actually list not just the symbols, but also the number of turns. Be something quick and easy to add, and would add some, pretty important information for people. A lot of people will keep track of that stuff based off entirely by the number of turns. I'm not one of those people. I like having symbols, but I understand why people would want to do the other way around. Blue is candy cane. Hey, what's going on? Back from the dead, major PC issues, probably faulty grounding connections. Well, I'm glad you're back. Unfortunately, we're not going to be here too much longer. My head is bothering me quite a bit. So we're actually probably going to basically finish this. Missed out on the hardcore. Oh, rough. But on the plus side, the hardcore will be back probably, I would imagine, around the end of the year, start of the year. So you've got some time. Alright, So then the other part of this quest that I think people tend to ignore is this is another quest that I do typically run back through. I run back through to pick up one more collectible here. As far as I know, the next thing coming out is the expansion. But I don't know that for sure. I think the expansion will probably be coming up for pre-sale pretty soon, I would guess. But other than that, I don't really know. I don't play on Lamania, so I don't know some of that stuff. I don't know some of the ins and outs of what's happening. I just don't pay attention to that stuff. I'm more about the making progress now and fixing the things that are broken now instead of trying to fix the things that aren't broken yet. Oh no, Split. Part of me really wants to go ahead and get this last 30,000 experience or so. It honestly shouldn't be... Yeah, I'm just going to take this. It honestly shouldn't be that bad. What do we have left for quests that are level 8? I'm just so tired. My head is hurting and it's really making me sleepy. No, we could go do... Well, we can knock out this really fast. Some rest my eyes. The problem is that I need to go get on the bus pretty soon as well, so I probably will need to take a break. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just call it an early day, unfortunately. Again, I'll try to be around tonight for what I can. I don't know when we'll start. Probably closer to our usual time. But we've got things to do, and we're going to be heading out of town on tomorrow, so for a day or two, we'll see. Kind of want to try this. So every time you activate an action boost spell power, you also gain melee and range power. Which kind of makes me want to switch this over to spell power as well, because if it does both, why not have it do all three? Alright, so our melee power is 5. 15. So now we're going to wait. Close our eyes, sit back, wait. Because I'm curious how they coded this. Because I wonder if it fires off anytime there is a boost. Alright, so now we're back to 5 again. Let's fire off this one. 25. So no. So yeah, let's reset this tree, our human tree. And let's switch this to spell power, improved recovery. I kind of want to keep doing this int-based stuff here. I definitely want to have the strike through. Let's grab another int. Heroism. Don't really want... I guess skills are okay, but do we really care about skills? I don't think so. Balance and tumble. Listen, search, and spot. That's probably the winner. Alright. Let's do that for now. And then we have this one as well. Yeah, see, so these are on different timers. Oh! This is not coded the same. So this says spell power, you also gain an equal to melee power. This is a spell power, but it's not coded for the same thing as here, so this does not work. I'm glad I tested this now instead of just assuming that it worked. Try it one more time here. Does not work. Well then, goodbye. I have to say that seems wrong. Yeah, that seems like very disappointing to me. Well, that was an experimentation in just losing plat. Happens. Alright, well, everybody, I'm going to double check to see if Voodoo is still streaming. Like I said, it looked like he was on my phone. And I think what we'll do is we'll raid... Yeah, he is. We're going to raid Voodoo here. He's rocking some hangouts here. There we go. Now it's going to let me actually do stuff. Alright, everybody. So, yeah, I'm going to raid Voodoo. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll be back as soon as I kind of get an opportunity. I'm going to get some rest. Try to get my migraine to go down. Work on the bus for a little bit, and we'll be back this evening. For at least a couple hours. It's gonna, like I said, it's going to be a weird week this week with everything that's going on. Huh, this is weird because it says that we're going to have 3 viewers move, but I have 8 viewers in the chat. Awkward. Awkward. Because less than 5, I don't feel like it's worth bothering. Yeah, alright, never mind. We're going to cancel. Voodoo's just going to get hosted instead then. Alright, everybody. Peace. Much love. We'll see you guys when I get an opportunity to get back. It's just hosting. And we'll see you guys before you know it. Alright. Toodles, y'all.